Yo guys, what's up? It's Julian, and today I'm gonna be making a lo-fi acid house track from scratch. So yeah, let's dive in. So I already have a MIDI file loaded up. I know it's a little bit of cheating. We're at 125 BPM, but you know what? I'm just gonna rock with it because I'm really bad at writing acid patterns. So I had to get this one going ahead of time. Anyway, this is what it sounds like. So kind of like a dark acid vibe, or like a more kind of like techno vibe, I guess. But we're gonna work with it. Cool. So I've already messed with the amp envelope on this. I'm gonna just create a 303 sound. I turned on the release. I'm gonna get this filter envelope going as well. There we go. I don't want the resonance to be too high. Like with these kind of 303 sounds, you don't really want to let it get too high. But anyway, yeah, so that's a pretty cool 303 sound. I know it's pretty bad right now, but we're going to do some things to it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the slow pass filter. Do like one of those. And we're going to get a saturator on it as well. Dope. Alright, not the best 303 sound, but we'll do some more things to it. Cool. So let me just grab like a cassette noise real quick as well while I'm at it. So let's go to this pack. Is a bunch of ones that I made or perhaps found myself. Let's unwarp that. Cool. I'm gonna throw a high pass on there with this EQ8. Clean it up, and we're gonna do that same thing I did on the 303 where I had the little. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna grab Ableton's 909. That is not Ableton's 909. That is Ableton's 909. Cool. So I'm gonna grab this, and I'm just gonna put in like a kick, I guess. I don't know. I'll start building up the beat, and we can kind of go from there. The thing about acid house is like you can get very creative with the drum patterns, especially if you have like a really sparse kind of track like this. Like some tracks have a lot more elements going on, but I get a feeling that the 303 is gonna kind of be the main thing here. So you can kind of like have a bit of fun with it, with the patterns, I guess. So. Yeah, I'm gonna just start with this kick though, and I'm gonna pitch it down a little bit so it gets kind of deeper. There we go. And now let's do some stuff to this drum rack. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the 303 and on the cassette noise. And there we go. We'll just cut out some of the high end, and you can hear already we're in lo-fi town. So let's get the saturator here. I'm gonna turn up the drive a little bit. Maybe play around with this stuff. Cool, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little bit of echo, I had to fix it. Cool, so now we can start like writing in a pattern of some sort. So I guess I'll just kind of do something like this. And I'm going to turn the kick up like a bunch, but that's just because I want it to be louder than the other elements. Sorry, let's turn this whole thing down. Nice. And let's add like a clap. And I will throw in some toms as well. Because there's a lot of room in the low end with this kind of stuff as well. Because like the 303 is a bass. But it's not really like a bass. Like it's not really deep down in the like low sub ranges like that. So you can have these like toms. Alright, this is sounding pretty rough. Let's also do some stuff to the master. I'm going to do a little bit of compression and a little bit of saturation, which I know some of you, this may alarm you. But just know that my intentions are good. Let's turn the threshold up. You see, I'm not letting the compression activate too much. Like, this blue little thing here is basically telling you like how much the compression is going. If I just turn the threshold all the way down, you can see it's all the way up. So I'm just trying to let it sort of like hit that blue thing, but not go too hard, you know? I just want to flatten it out a little bit. I don't want to like destroy it. So let's add a little bit of drive on this, and I'm gonna turn this output down. Okay, this is definitely something interesting. So I'm gonna start working on the stereo 3 sound a little bit more. Oh, whoops. My stream things are on. I need to set a new scene in OBS. Alright, so we have a rough approximation of a 303 sound. Let's maybe sidechain this to the kick a little bit. I know that's not like the most lo-fi thing, but I think it's gonna help. So we'll go in here, 909 core kit, and we will do kick. There we go. Awesome. Now another thing I like to do with acid house, and this is like definitely a very popular thing stylistically with like the old acid house, is I like to use multiple drum machines. So for example, I'm gonna get this 808 here, and I think I'm just gonna use the hi-hat, and then I'll use like some of the percussion. And this is like what I was talking about when I was saying like that you can kind of go crazy a little bit with the percussion, because like, yeah, I have 2 drum machines here. And I'm just going to kind of do a lot of things with them. So let's get this rim shot. And like I said, I'm going to use the hi-hats as well. That's the most annoying sound ever. Yeah, okay, this is kind of cool. Alright. No, let's do like this. Alright, there we go. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then the second time it will do like this. Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna add some like more percussion in here. Let's use like the clave sample. And maybe we can even do like some snares too with the 808. I mean, this is like a very busy beat, but again, like, we have really a lot of room to play around with this, so. Like, the mix is very sparse, and there's a lot of space between these different things. Like, we can definitely hear a pretty clear difference, I think, between the different things. So it's easy to kind of go overboard because, or not go overboard, but like really go in. So I'm just doing some processing here on the 808. I almost said the 909, but it's not the 909. And actually, let's use a bit warmer. Alright, cool. So, let's start structuring this. So, I'm going to start this out with, like, obviously the cassette noise. Let's grab the stereo 3 pattern. And then I'll get, like, let's just use the kick from the 909. I know this is, like, a rough start. Alright, cool. So maybe like next I'll just have it go into here without the claps. And then I wanted to try actually. Nah, that's not really working. Alright, cool. Well, anyway, let's do like, maybe I'll add like a chord. You know what I'm actually thinking here is what if I do like something with like a human voice kind of sound. So I'm going to load up Omnisphere. It's going to take a second, but I guess it's a good chance for me to practice talking for long periods of time, because Omnisphere takes a really long time to load on my computer, but I'm going to keep talking, and it's going to be okay. So this little circle is really going around, but now we have Omnisphere. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to get one of these human voice presets. I really like the female ones in here. These pop females are pretty good if you get, like, the ahs. Yeah, it's just like a pretty simple kind of clean female voice sound. Now I forget what key this is in. I believe, okay, yeah, we're in F minor. So I'll just put like an F minor chord in here. But I think this is gonna give it kind of like a cool, like dark rave kind of sound. And I'll add that little voice there as well. Alright, let's hear how this sounds. Awesome. Alright, that's pretty cool. I can even do like a transgate if I really wanted to like go wild. Maybe I'll do that if I have a second. But yeah, alright, so let's give this a little saturation. That's pretty good. And the last thing I'm going to throw on is a little bit of erosion as well. And then, okay, so I kind of have an idea for this transition, which is pretty rough, but I will give it a shot anyway. So what I'm thinking here is, what if, like, to sort of make this transition into the next part, what if I automate this amount on an auto pan to sort of like go up, and then we'll automate the rate as well, to obviously not go up as high, but could be cool if there was maybe like some white noise in the background or something. I don't know. I'll work with it. Now I'm actually gonna do one more thing here, and I'm gonna go in this 909 pattern. I'm gonna change out this open hi-hat for a ride here. Nah, it doesn't really work, but it was worth a try. So we have a pretty solid thing here. I mean, we got, you know, a bit of kind of like lo-fi acid vibes. This wasn't quite as deep as I thought this was gonna go, but I think it was worth a try. I like making these kind of videos because, you know, even if I make something terrible, at least it could potentially be an entertaining video. I guess with some automation, that 303 sounds cool. But, yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. This was an interesting experiment. I guess I kind of made some lo-fi acid house. We got something at least somewhat close to a 303. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Make sure to let me know what you think of this video in the comments. And make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Peace.